Let's check out the BUGmobile on Extension Today.
Extension Today is sponsored by the Ohio State University College of Food, Agricultural, and Environmental Sciences.
So the BUGmobile is an Airstream trailer, and it is made to be a mobile bug zoo and classroom and laboratory. So there's no minimum or maximum age range for people that we see, that we talk to, that come through here. We do handle all of the animals that we can, where it is safe for us to handle them. We have about 150 different species at the Insectary the last time I took an inventory. So we have crustaceans, we've got arachnids, we've got insects, we've got myriapods, all of these live specimens that we keep here in display containers. And additionally, what's really important to entomology are pinned and preserved specimens. Like we have different Hymenoptera here, so these are bees, and then there are wasps. Arthropods elicit a reaction from people like no other animal does. And getting to see people learn about kind of the lives of these animals, how important they are to the ecosystem, that's probably the most rewarding part of my entire job.
For more information on the BUGmobile, head to go.osu.edu/Extension Today.
Extension Today is sponsored by the Ohio State University College of Food, Agricultural, and Environmental Sciences.
So people can come through and just look with their eyes. We will never pressure you to interact with an animal if you're not comfortable. You can have as little or as much contact as you want. These are not trained or performing animals. These are wild animals that live in captivity, and we make sure that everybody that interacts with them understands that. I've worked with pre-K kids, and I've gone to retirement homes, and I work with college students a lot. And you're never too old or young to be around animals. The people that are the most afraid are usually adults. Adults are a little more set in their ways than kids are. I always say we have a very strict no pressure policy. There are some animals that will never want to be handled, and it's always going to be stressful for them, and we respect that, and we don't force them to interact with people. And I find that usually, because we can provide this safe and controlled interaction, people who otherwise might experience fear feel a little bit more confident in this environment and are a little bit more likely and willing to interact with some of the animals. So this is a Chilean rosehair tarantula. Her name is Rapunzel, and Rapunzel is very petite. Rosehairs are usually a little bit bigger than this. And she is probably about 20 years old, but we also have a lot of animals that people maybe have never heard of, or maybe have never had an opportunity to interact with. And when I pull out, say, the emperor scorpion, that really blows people's minds away. The Madagascar hissing cockroaches are probably the best ambassador animals that we have. Everybody loves them. This one's a male. You can tell because he's got those tubercles here on the prenodal shield. He's got those two little bumps there. And they actually use those to battle each other. They kind of headbutt each other, maybe like a rhinoceros would kind of run into another one, or a deer or a sheep would butt heads. They kind of do that. This debuted at the COSI Big Science Celebration last year. We did Farm Science Review last year, and I think they said the total was like 140,000 people. I'll go to classrooms in school, spend an entire day there, and they'll just cycle the classes through, and we'll see, 500 kids in a day. So we've definitely seen well over 100,000 people just in our first year, and we're hoping that that will go a lot further. So some really cool things on the trailer. Behind me you can see there's a monitor, and you can see our isopods on the monitor back there. And those are actually under a microscope, and this microscope is displaying on this monitor, and we have an exterior monitor as well. We also have This is not a place where you are discouraged from touching things or interacting with them. We really encourage people to get up right on top of stuff and they can pick it up and get really close to things. That's what it's meant for. Really what I hope for this is that we can get all over the state and to get out to these places where kids might not have access to really cool lab animals and things like this, where there might not be a zoo with exotic animals close by that they can go see. And also to show people how important entomology is as an area of study. It affects everything we do in our life, from the food systems that we participate in to ecosystems all over the world and everything in between.